Hi everybody, it's Honest John. Last night, Republicans had another debate. And as usual, nobody really distinguished themselves. Rick Perry once again proved himself to be the biggest idiot in the land. He called the government of Turkey terrorists. Maybe he's never heard of Incirlik Air Force Base. I was there last January entertaining the troops, our troops. See, that base is in northern Turkey. They are an ally of ours. They are a member of NATO and a secular state. They are an important ally in our battle against terrorism. And not only that, but there's a lot of really nice folks there. The base is in northern Turkey, and they let us use it. So Rick Perry makes Sarah Palin look like a foreign policy genius. And of course, Ron Paul, in that debate, proved that he knows about as much about foreign policy as Rick Perry does. Now, Mitt Romney doesn't seem to think that hundreds of thousands of dollars is very much money. Made $300,000, over $300,000 in speaking fees, and described it as not making very much. Rick Santorum, still continues not to make much of an impression. Yeah, he said some dumb things last night, but nobody really remembers him. It's just the way it is. And Newt Gingrich was his usual arrogant, snotty self. The man should be in the unlikable Hall of Fame. And of course, once again, he played the race card, making comments about food stamps designed to get a rise out of the racist in South Carolina that he knew was sitting in the audience. And they rewarded him. He received standing ovations for racist comments and for disrespecting the black guy on the panel, Juan Williams. Now, Newt accused Obama of putting thousands of people on food stamps, calls him the food stamp president. He ignores the fact that it was Republican policies that put so many Americans on food stamps. He ignores the fact that it was Republican policies that created the financial crisis that we're still not out of yet. If anybody can be called the food stamp party, it is the Republicans. They may be against food stamps, but they have done more to put people on them than anybody in history. Another thing that Newt Gingrich ignored in his racist comments was that most of the people receiving food stamps are white. Many of them sitting in the audience applauding. That's the real star of the debate, the audience, the Republican audience. We all remember them applauding death. And of course, we all remember all the racism at the Tea Party gatherings. Well, these audience went wild for every racist statement that was made last night. Now, I want to say this. Not all Republicans are racist. But just about all racists are Republicans. And the candidates are keenly aware of it. Now, just today, more racist statements from Ron Paul newsletters have been released, and more are coming. You see, these weren't just isolated incidents. These were a regular theme in his newsletters. And who received those newsletters? Well, it was the fans of Ron Paul. And you know what? There was no indignation, no outcry, no complaints or condemnation. Everybody was okay with it. Ron Paul said it, and they were fine with it. So it must be right. So it turns out, not only is Ron Paul a racist, so are many of his fans. Thanks for listening.